Whoa. Am I gonna be able to get out of the house with this thing? Hello, everyone. I've been kind of low-key whining about the fact that I haven't found any ore to make the tier 2 tools, okay? And I went on an adventure off camera and I was checking out another player's house and oohing and awing and feeling, you know, a little inadequate with the hut that I've made. However, on the way back, I discovered something really cool and I'm holding it in my hand and it doesn't look super spectacular from this exact position. But I found some zinc. So now we can combine the zinc, bismuth, and copper together and create bismuth bronze. So I was able to rake in 21 medium chunks. I guess it was actually a few more than that because I already broke some up. But I was so excited when I found it. I couldn't believe I wasn't recording. However, I figured, you know, it would really just be me digging up ores with some slightly elevated excitement. So it wasn't anything spectacular, but I was super excited. I did happen to find some rich chunks of bismuth as well while I was out. I've got plenty of copper right now as well, so I'm doing good in that department, at least for the moment. And anyways, so if you take 12 copper nuggets, 4 bismuth nuggets, and 4 sphalerite, which is zinc, it will create 100 units of bismuth bronze ingot. If you look at bismuth bronze ingot, you can see all the tools that you can make with that, which I think that in this game, metalworking can get a little bit confusing about what ores can do what, but this just confirms for sure that I'm going to be able to make tools out of this. So it's pretty exciting. And just like before, I'm going to need like 100 units for an ingot. And so therefore, most of these tools are only going to cost 1 ingot. Let me see if there are any new tools here that I haven't seen before. Well, the cleaver, that's different. I haven't seen that before. I haven't seen a held hammerhead either. They must not have that in the copper variety. Okay, the pickaxe is what I'm going after for my first thing. Wonder how much more damage the sword does. Let's take a look at that. It is durability 530, attack power 3.3. So mine is, wow, it's double the durability. And it's only 0.3 attack power more. So that, in that case, isn't really worth it. So for right now, why don't we just go ahead and smelt this and make a pickaxe? I was looking at the smelting temperature, and it looks like bismuth is a very low temperature at 271, and the zinc is a little bit higher at 419. The copper obviously is still 1084, so we're going to need the charcoal just because this one requires such a high temperature. But I don't know if you remember, I did get a tip in the comments before about starting it off with peat just to warm it up so that you're not wasting your coal just to heat up the pit, which I thought was a cool idea. It's been saving me some coal for sure. So I'm going to smelt this up and I will get a new pickaxe. You know, the Ara Fury server has a Discord, and I was just messaging yesterday about how I hadn't found any ores, and I was wondering if I were doing it wrong. Am I having beginner's bad luck or what? And then, lo and behold, I didn't know that a little bit later that day I was going to be finding some zinc of my own. It was a nice surprise for sure. So we're going to let this harden up and then we can put it on a stick and have a new tool. All right, it's all ready to go. Let's stick it on the stick. And voila, our very first tool tier 3 pickaxe. Did I say tier 2 before? I meant tier 3. The reason I said tier 2, I guess, is because I was assuming this was tier 1 since it was the first, like, pickaxe made of ore. So I misspoke. That this is a tier 2 and then this one is a tier 3. That means that we can gather quartz now. So let me show you what I've been working on. I decided to, you know, personalize my house a little bit more with some bushes and the vines. And then I started building this little area over here. I'm not exactly sure what I'm doing yet. I haven't finished it out, obviously. But I was thinking of a sort of outdoor smithing area that I could move some of my smithing stuff, my anvil, etc., out here. And then I was messing around with the chisel and I made this little table. Just trying my hand at chiseling, trying to see what all it can do. And I dug a pit around my bees. And there hasn't been much to show for it, but there was one raccoon that I was able to, let's say, reprimand. My bee. Ooh, speaking of raccoon. Hello? You heard that, right? Okay, it wasn't just me. But anyways, our little bees have been doing good. No incidents to report. And other than that, I have been working on this pathway here. And I have a plan, sort of, a loose plan, for it to just lead all the way over to Raylus's base. But I've gotten a little bit of it done and then it kind of trails off. So I pretty much am just out of stone at the moment. And anyway, but we have quite a bit carved out, so to speak. And then I was just placing it along just to try to wrap my mind around the shapes and the steps and everything. But, yep, you just swing around through here. I need to think of a fancy way to dress up this little tunnel, make it look kind of cool. And then it comes over to the teleporter. So then from here, the plan is, where are we at here? So I'm right here, and I need to get it all the way over to this path right here. So definitely still going to be a while before we reach that point, but I just wanted to show you the progress that we had made so far. And actually, I forgot to show you that that is the teleport, but then there's this other teleport over here as well. Right here. So at some point I may make it more obvious that, hey, this leads to a teleport pad. But for now, that's just kind of the way it looks. Because even I passed right by it and I didn't realize it was down there. I think it's about time we create a bow and some arrows. So I'm gonna need 3 sticks and 3 flax twine to make a bow. Okay, that was easy enough. How about some arrows? How do you make those? I think making flint arrows off the bat makes the most sense at the moment, considering the type of resources and what's available at the moment. So you can make it with a flint arrowhead, a stick, and a feather. The feathers might be the problem. I have 30. Let's see what the difference is. The copper versus the flint. So the flint is 0.5 and the copper does, I don't know. It doesn't say. The bismuth bronze does 1, so I don't really think it's necessarily worth it at the moment to do anything other than the flint. I think I actually have some that I panned. I have 2. So let me grab some flint and make up a few more arrows. Oh wow, you can make 6 arrowheads out of one go. Wow, okay. So it's sticks, arrowheads, and feathers. So it makes one at a time. There he is. Hello, Mr. Raccoon. I just want to practice target. Target practice, please. I'm not really sure if this is the type of aiming where you aim dead on. Do you actually try to aim above it to account for... Okay, hurry, hurry. Okay, I think I'm gonna have to aim up. Oh, nice! It actually dings whenever you get him. Oh, I didn't get him! Oh, come on! Y'all know I got him, right? You heard that. Now this is just getting sad. Okay. I have 5 arrows left. I'm not really sure how many of them I'm recovering. Okay. He's over there. He's sitting. Whoa. Okay. How many arrows does it take to kill him? Because I heard 2 dings before, like maybe I had hit him with an arrow, and then maybe he ran into another arrow that was on the ground, possibly, and then I hit him twice just now, so that is a lot of arrows. I need to see about recovering the other ones that I shot. So let me go gather those real quick and I'll be right back. I was thinking about making a new anvil with our bronze. Basically, it's my understanding that in order to work iron, you would need an upgraded anvil. And with us creating that smithing area out there, I figured it would be a good time to go ahead and make a new one. It takes 900 units of metal. Let's see if we can come up with 900 units of bronze. Okay, so after doing some quick math, we have 108, 36, and 36, which will create 900 units of bismuth bronze. And here we go. Our first bronze anvil. Nice. Okay, so let that get hardened and then we can think more about how we want to design our little area out there. I really like this polished andesite rock. I have it there and then I have it here at the entrance. So I was thinking I have 9 more of them. Why don't I try to utilize those in creating some sort of counter space, I guess, is what I'm thinking. So maybe like sort of line them like this, have 3 on each side, and then I have 3 more, so we could do 3 in the middle. Let's go ahead and remove that because I didn't realize this was going to be a different size. That's okay. Here's what I think I'm going to do. Because I do want to sort of leave this part open and do something with the fires here, I think. Actually, no, that'll work great because I actually really like the way the fire pits look on top of this. I sort of wish I didn't make this an even build, but that's okay. I can get this sorted. Let's look at the doors. I've been thinking about the different doors that are in this because we have, well, they're called gates, but they kind of look like doors. I was thinking about doing the 4x4, so we need 12 pieces of board and our hammer. All right, so the hammer and 12 planks or boards in this case makes a 4x4 gate. Whoa. Am I going to be able to get out of the house with this thing? That's really funny. Okay, so I'm assuming I can just place it here. Oh, it's huge. Okay, I need to move it over one. So I was aiming at this one. I should have been aiming at this one, I think. Wow, this is a beautiful door, but it might be a little too big for what I'm building. That's funny. Here, let's see how it feels inside with it. It feels a little cramped, doesn't it? I don't know why I was not imagining it was going to be this big, but I do appreciate the way the door looks. It's pretty fantastic and it's huge. Maybe this isn't the, I would like to use it on this build. I don't think the build in this current state is going to work for this door. So let's grab that. Let me think about how I want to make arrangements because I would actually like to use this door. I think this door is pretty awesome. So I think that my build is just too um, wimpy for the door. Let me see what other kind of gates there are because, like I said, that one is considered to be a gate. Now, the 3x3 might be more appropriate. So, why don't we make a 3x3 door and see how that one looks? Okay, so this one is 6 planks. Then let's see. Okay, this door, while large, is definitely more reasonably sized. So, let's see how this is going to look. Okay, I do think that this fits the build a lot better. But I think we're going to need to go and scooch the build over to the right 1 block at least. And, now after, oh, this is nice. After experiencing what it feels like in here with some of the blocks in place, I do feel like it's a little bit cramped. So I think I'm going to tear this down and add a little bit more space in here. Obviously, I don't want it to feel so cramped, especially once we get all of our molds and our fires and our anvils and everything is going to be on the ground. And I think it's going to start feeling really small in there really fast. So let me do some work and I will be right back. I just want to say a quick thank you and apologies to anyone who tried to visit my YouTube live stream test. For some reason, my audio wasn't coming through, and even though I used the same settings for Twitch, for some strange reason, the audio was basically silent for the majority of the stream. Honestly, it wasn't a very long stream. I kind of figured that something was wrong. So anyways, thank you if you tried to come out and say hello during the stream. I appreciate you. We've spent a little bit of time building today, and this is what I came up with. So it's kind of an odd design at the moment. It's a little bit unfinished, but basically I wanted like an open air feel with protection because I don't know about you, but I am a paranoid player. I always think there's a bad guy behind me or right around the corner, and I don't enjoy just living out in the open or crafting out in the open. It really bothers me. So whenever I try to do something that feels more out in the open without a complete roof, I prefer that at least bad guys can't get in. So this is the design that I've come up with so far. I think that the top part needs some help, so I might do some kind of archway or something on it. But I just think these doors are so cool. So now when you come inside, you can look around and see that this is much roomier than my original design. I've been messing with the chisel a little bit, and oh, I messed up actually right there. It was too dark over here whenever I was trying to do this originally. Anyways, I've been playing with the chisel a little bit, and while my chisels are pretty simplistic, I'm enjoying it immensely. It's really fun. But I figured it would be nice to get an area where you have multiple fire pits. I'm going to get some additional crucibles to put out here. I'm planning on having some permanent areas where my molds can just stay out. That way I'm not constantly moving them from the floor to the chest, just trying to clean up after myself all the time. I want this to be like a work area where I can just come in and do what I need to do without feeling like I need to clean up all the time. So my plan is to get the anvil out here. Oh yeah, the anvil. Let's go grab it. It's nice and cold by this point. Thanks for reminding me about the anvil. Yeah, look at that. Fancy. So now that we have a build that actually has a center point, I think that is a great spot for the anvil. I may actually change some of the floor out around it for a little bit of a darker color. That way the anvil will stand out that much more. Thank you so much for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And thank you to everyone who already has. I really appreciate your support. I'd like to invite you over to my Twitch channel. I will leave a link in the description below for that. I appreciate each and every one of you, and I will see you next time. Bye, everyone.